Ravel, in fact, will be our pole sitter in our first feed car heat here tonight at PCR. If you haven't seen these 320 horsepower four-cylinder pocket rockets go at it, you're about to get a treat as they come out of turn number 4. Baker on the outside of the front row. We're away. And keep an eye on that WBG machine of Lambert. Oh, nice high groove pass, however. The speed cars roar down the back straight into turns 3 and 4. The Wild and Wingless Brigade. And it is Ravel who leads. A great start from Glenn Ravel in that number 98 white machine. Further back, we got some trouble with another car number 49, is it? Troy Harper. In the meantime, Ravel doing a hell of a job. Lambert, aggressive through turns 1 and 2. Does a low groove move for second place. But then loses it once again to Baker. Of course, Baker was very, very unlucky last year with the Bike Biz Yamaha Speed Car Series. Was running very, very strong till the latter stages of the season. Very, very unlucky. Of course, Tim Evans was the man who captured the champagne glory and the gold. Oh no, Ravel overcooks it in turns number 4, but manages to regather the 98 machine. Glenn Ravel leads. Lambert in that WBG machine looking very, very strong at the moment. A bit of a flame out coming out, but it's doled in nicely. That Gertie power plant is humming along nicely. A fair margin back to our third place runner, Peter Baker, car number 67. They do it on a budget. In fact, they had an oil pump problem earlier on tonight in that Auto Pro Homebush Fontana powered machine. Tim Evans has got problems. Rod Calhoun's just identified it. I'd agree with that. Our series champ, Tim Evans, not having the start he would enjoy. 1 lap remaining. Glenn Ravel doing a hell of a job in car number 98. Starting to get under a bit of pressure from the mustachioed man in second place, Dave Lambert. But coming out of turn number 4, it's 98 all the way. Great drive, Glenn Ravel second to Dave Lambert. Third place to the Auto Pro machine of Peter Baker. And a real traffic jam further back with car number 52, Peter Attard involved, making his first foray into midgets after running for sprint cars some considerable time. But how about a race, fans? How about a big round of applause for Glenn Ravel, your winner of that speed car heat race here tonight. Thank you.
Heat number 2 of the speed cars, proudly brought to you by 1-800 Reverse. Chris Steep and Glenn Stewart sharing the front row from Chris Gardner and Michael Pope as we get underway. And from the outside, it is Stewart who goes to the front. Chris Steep on his inside. Down the back straightaway, Stewart and Steep. Steep, nice drive from the youngster there. Takes Stewart fairly wide. Great stuff early on for the speed cars. Car number 18, Michael Pope, the man we spoke to before tonight's meeting. Seemed to detect a New Zealand accent there. Very, very confident of his chances this year and looks to be making hay on the track as well. It's Pope in second, Steep in front, Glenn Stewart in third, and Chris Gardner, very experienced campaigner now, in 4th position. Chris Steep still out in the lead. Look at Pope all over the back of him. Steep will be doing well to hang on to this one. This will be an 8-lap race, just 5 now remaining. Oh, Steep doesn't give him much room going into turns 1 and 2. Showed a lot of skill there, Pope, not to get hooked up with him. Down the back straightaway once again, Gardner still in 4th and Stewart still in 3rd. Stewart holding down that crucial 3rd position as far as points are concerned. But Steep and Pope really turning it on at the front. Have a look at Pope down the outside. Half race distance now. Pope around the outside, Steep on the inside. Steep can't be more than 18 or 19 years old, a very young driver. They're almost hooked together down the front straightaway. And Steep, oh, Steep gets up on the embankment. Pope gives him a little love tap. This is on for young and old. It is Steep from Pope. Gardner in 4th position, Stewart in 3rd. Steep oversteers a little bit. Pope will get a run on him here. Pope goes for the high line, looking for the switch back down the back straightaway. Does so very, very nicely. Steep on the throttle. Oh, I'll have a go at this. Look at Pope. Beautiful driving. Sensational stuff from the speed cars, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Pope it is, but Chris Steep hasn't given up. I'll give you... Oh, it's over. Steep has gone around. Stewart caught up in that as well. Chris Steep was first to go around, went into that corner very, very tight, didn't quite make the apex. Unfortunately, Glenn Stewart's just caught the end of it. Let's hope both these cars are okay, because that was undoubtedly the race of the night so far, Dino.
Yeah, come on, Parramatta, put your hands together for the midget racing so far tonight. How good. Come on, put your hands together. Okay, just quickly as we get set up here for our speed car heat race here tonight, Daihatsu presenting the Night of Speedway here at PCR. 50-50 tickets, last call for 50-50 tickets. You'll see the ladies walking around with their green vests. 50-50 tickets, only $2 last call. When you see them, purchase them now as we see the Mad Midgets coming out of turn number 4 for their heat race. We're away. Tim Evans, bit tentative down low, not the start we hope for from our reigning Bike Biz Yamaha Speed Car Series champion, Brett the Jet. He is moving forward in that Mini Pickers number 17 Stealth Machine as they come out of 3 and 4. What a great start to the night for our race leader at the moment, Chris Steep in the High-Tech Oils Pontiac powered machine, car number 54. Brett Morris is up to second now on the back straight. Looking very smooth in that number 17 Stealth car as they come out of turns 3 and 4. It's Steep, Morris, Gardner doing a terrific job as well. Mark Collins in the green and white, car number 20. Oh, we got trouble here with car number 8, Ryan Monahan. Flying, Ryan 8 flying in this heat race. He's got trouble. Oh, Brett Morris there a little tentative down the main straight, not sure what is happening with that race car at the moment. In fact, he's going to pull off track. He is not happy at all with that car. As I come out of turn number 4 now, car number 54, where are you? You are out in front and doing a hell of a job, but Chris Gardner, the Fontana, Morton and May sponsored. Car number 44 starting to pressure our race leader as they come through turns 3 and 4. As Brad Hollywood Hayward touched on earlier, the track dialing in very nicely here tonight at PCR. Gardner reeling in with each circulation, getting closer and closer. Had a very tough season last year. Gardner showed glimpses of promise, but he is right on the hammer now, really pressuring our race leader. Gardner and Steep, first and second, the length of the straight ahead of our next runners in the field. So the battle really is at the pointy end of this one. Chris Gardner electing to put the car mid-track now. 1 lap remaining. Can he reel by here and take the win? Steep has been very, very impressive tonight. Coming out of turn 3 and 4. Gardner down low. Can't quite make it happen. Great win there to car number 54, Chris Steep. Second to Chris Gardner. Third to car number 20, the Gulf Western Oil Ford Power machine of Mark Collins. So Steep, Gardner and Collins are your top 3. 54, 44 and car number 20. But a great drive tonight. He'll be in the speed car dash later on. How about putting your hands together, race fans, for Chris Steep? Good drive.
Okay, we get set to go now with the speed cars. Glenn Saville and Glenn Stewart sharing the front row. Ravel and Pope from the second. Pope already up into second place. 53 leads him though. Glenn Stewart down the back straightaway. Pope straight up into second. And we have a very fast mover, Glenn Ravel, straight up into third. Pope was a very impressive winner of his previous heat. Stewart also did very well until he was involved. Oh, have a go at Pope. He's up on the infield. Nearly gets it up on 2 wheels, but down the back straight it is Stewart from Pope and Saville. This looks like it's going to go down to the wire. You've got to be impressed with this Pope. He's going very well, isn't he, Brad?
I'm wondering as to whether he might be Pope Lawnmowers. We might rename him Victor.
Yeah.
Certainly using some grass there.
Yeah, there's a few of the speed car guys don't mind a bit of the infield. Have a look at Pope out in front. He's past Stewart now, up into second. Ravel now slots into a very close third. There's not much between them. It's going to go right down and finish. David Lambert. Very hard to pick Dave Lambert now with this white car. We're very much, you see him in the purple one. Stewart and Ravel wheel to wheel up the front straight away as Pope gets away to a convincing lead. Oh, he's gone up too high. Ravel lets Stewart straight back into second, but Ravel back under him down the back straight away and Stewart in third. As Lambert now up onto the back of this trio. Michael Pope out in front looking to do the double in the heats. Then Ravel, and it is Lambert who takes Stewart. Stewart's gone from first to fourth in 3 laps. He won't be happy with that. Dave Lambert has a very interesting style, always sideways. He rarely ever enters a turn straight. He really throws the car in like a whip.
That's the difference with sprint cars, with the big side panels on the wing and the downforce of the wing. They don't come in and rear turn in with the rear so much, and that takes a while to get used to.
Yeah, I've certainly noticed, Brad, with Lambert almost on his roof there, but Lambert is very, very prone to throwing it, particularly sideways entering the turns. Never really looks for the grip up high. He just whips it in really hard and drives around the bottom. Seems to work for him. There's the finish, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Pope finishes first, Glenn Revell second, and David Lambert hangs on to third after a difficult moment on turns 1 and 2. It's just 1 lap to go.
I've got to say, guys, we've got to mark in our race programs that car number 18 is one to watch this year. Michael Pope, how about it? What a great drive in that heat.
Okay, now we get set for 6 of the quickest laps done by speed cars tonight, and it's Chris Steep to lead them away on the inside. Stewart on the outside in car 53. They're 3 wide now as they enter the back straightaway. But it's Chris Steep out in front in car 54. Glenn Revell now doing a great job on the inside in car 98. He now slips through to the lead. It's Steep battling that high cushion as he exits turn number 4. Stewart now slips up into second in car 53. And Michael Pope also making a move up now in car number 18. He now goes from 4th through to 3rd. Keep your eye on the black 17 machine too. That's Morris. He's working his way through from the back. He now gets up into 4th position as Steep runs wide on the exit to 4 and drops way back through the field. Out in front, it's Revell. Great speed car action here. They're turning it on tonight at Parramatta City Raceway. Michael Pope now slips up into 2nd position in car number 18. He started from 3 on the grid. Now it is flying. Beautifully turned out car. And Morris, too, is on the move in car 17. He's now up into 3rd position. So the race order, Revell out in front from Pope, Morris, Stewart, Gardner, and Chris Steep tails the field in car number 54. 2 laps left to run now. Ken Pope run down our race leader, Glenn Revell, in car number 98. Pope is making inroads now. He goes low through turns 3 and 4, makes up a lot of ground that time around. White flag's out. There's only 1 left to run. Ken Pope run him down. He runs up over the infield there and loses a little bit of momentum. Gardner's up into 3rd position now. There's problems for Morris as he retires. So Revell through turns 3 and 4 for the last time. It's been a good drive by the youngster. Takes the checkered flag. Michael Pope home in 2nd. And Chris Gardner in car 44 home in 3rd position.